Dale. As you can see, I'm currently driving. I'm on a little bit of a road trip, going to see one of my best friends. I have a few. And only one of them lives close to me, unfortunately. Funny thing is, I probably see him the least. That's got to change. Anyway, so you've probably seen a tag already about how much of a horrible week I've had, and yeah, it's been a tough one. It's actually probably been longer than that, but it's okay. I was walking down my driveway heading towards my garage when there was a nasty pop in my knee, and I stumbled pretty bad and couldn't put any weight on it. So going through that with an orthopedics surgeon, doctor, and going through all that fun stuff. So and I decided that I would try doing some of these vlogs. I had this GoPro action camera, and I decided that it would keep my mind busy so that I don't go insane or get depressed. Gives me a little project, right? So I started getting everything together to be able to do that. And as you know, I love to fish. Anyway, so I figured I would do fishing and outdoors, and made a couple of changes right off the go from the names to of the YouTubes and Facebook to change them over to a different name. And well, that took a little hit, but it's alright. It's done now, and we just move forward from here. But anyway, so as time goes on, in the beginning I was just throwing out old videos, and I decided I wanted to learn how to do a little editing. So I started working on recording some new content and trying to edit it. I only had a couple of trial videos, and the sound was horrible. The GoPro microphone or whatever, we went bad in it or something. So I edited a video without any sound. Got a lot of questions on why there was no sound. So anyway, I decided to remedy that. I bought a microphone, an external microphone, and an adapter to be able to hook it up. And it was in the mail, on its way to us. And I decided that I would do another set of recordings. I had picked up an old camera from my mom. Thanks, Mom. Turns out to be seriously poor quality. The recording, something was hazy and like broken, and it's not a good camera. But I'll actually post that clips that I've edited to the best of my ability in this video. Anyway, so I wanted to get more footage, so I get the boat. I do a little bit of work on the trailer since I'm gimpy. I decided I was gonna put a winch, an electric winch, on the trailer instead of a hand crank anymore. Because I figured I'd have an issue getting the balance and footing that I'd need in order to winch the boat onto the trailer when I'm done. Launching, really easy. But anyway, so I had to do some wiring, and I get it hooked up, and it seems to be working awesome. Without obviously pulling the boat on, because I hadn't put it in the water yet to test anything. Well, a couple days go by, and I finally get an opportunity to put the boat in the water, and I'm thinking this will be a great day. Go to a launch that I haven't used in a long time, put the boat in, go off, and it's pretty windy out, but I've fished in worse. So I do some recording with the new camera that Mom gave me. Didn't know how bad the quality would be. And batteries died on it, so I get the GoPro with the bad sound and figure out maybe do some voiceover or something through it. Just try to get something going. And the winds picked up and took the GoPro and the tripod that I had set up on the boat and literally picked it up with the side of the boat. You can't make this up. So currently there is a GoPro and a tripod at the bottom of the lake. Anyway, I'd like to say that's all that happened, but bum knee, getting thrown around, can't get anything going, and just lost the GoPro. Time to go. So pack up what I've got, and I get it all secured, and I take off and get to the launch. And I finally get to the launch, get the boat hooked up to the dock, go in, hook up the trailer, back it up, release the winch, hook it up to the boat, start using the winch to pull the boat up. Makes it about halfway when it's not able to pull it anymore. I don't know if it was catching on something. I don't know what the deal was, but I just couldn't get it on. So I decided to reposition the trailer and try and go deeper so that we could at least get it up. And as soon as I got the truck and started backing it up to reposition the trailer, can't make this up. I can't make it up. I have a lock on the trailer, right? So you got a fall, the receiver goes over it, and then there's a lock on it, right? And then I have a lock to hold that lock from popping off. And yet somehow my trailer goes whoop, and my boat starts going backwards and the trailer into the drink. Yeah. I look back now and it's hilarious. It wasn't at the time, though, let me tell you. Anyway, so we turn around, and thankfully I had the chains all hooked up, so the chains stopped the boat from, disappearing into the deep. And so I go ahead and I'm trying to get the trailer back on to the truck, even though the boat is half off the trailer. Thankfully, a nice Samaritan, or a good Samaritan, came over and gave me a hand, and in the process smashed my finger. But we got it on there. We got the boat 3/4 of the way on to the trailer, and then used a lot of ratchet straps to hold it in place and get it home. So I did make it home. The boat survived, and I went ahead and started finding out why the trailer became disconnected after months of use. And then I turned around and kept looking and tried to figure out what was going on with the winch. Now, it was a remote control winch, cordless, and somewhere in there I lost the remote, making the winch completely useless. So that was awesome. I've found a way to make it a usable winch again, so I'm not too upset. It'll be fine. And maybe I'll do a video on what I do or how I do it. We'll see. I don't know who's going to be interested in it or who wouldn't, but I guess we'll find out. If you want me to do a video on making a remote wireless winch into a toggle switch winch, comment in the comments below. Anyway, so I swap out the winch for the handbreaker again, and I get the boat rested away on and get things back to usable. Go with that, usable. I had no intentions of going fishing on Thursday after having such a horrible Wednesday. But I wake up and the weather's beautiful, so I decided to go fishing. Now I don't have a camera, so I'm not going fishing with the intent of filming at this point. So, but I was kind of hoping that since it was a much nicer day and way calmer, that who knows, go back to the area and maybe I'll find my tripod and action cam. I didn't. I'll save you the suspense on that. Anyhow, I'm out all day, well, a little over half the day. Didn't catch nothing, not even a little bite. And that's alright. Well, what did happen is I have a radio in my boat, and it caught fire while I was out on the lake. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. Anyway, thankfully I see it quickly. No actual flames, just smoke and smoldering as it's getting ready to create flames. And of course I get it disconnected quickly. No burns to me or the boat. And having such a wonderful time, I decided, okay, we'll hang out for a little bit. We're not going to let this beat us. And we kept fishing for a while, another maybe hour or two. Finally, I was hungry and tired. I was ready to go home. Let's just say that. So I did. Life got pretty good from there. I can't complain. I relaxed, enjoyed my time, rested. I didn't bother trying to work on the boat. It's sitting in the same condition. Radio is pretty much shot, I'm sure. I may or may not be able to fix it, and even if I can, I don't know if I will. More likely, I'll just buy a different head unit. I've been wanting to get a Bluetooth head unit anyway, and I'm good at finding deals, so I'm sure I'll find one cheap. It's a boat. I'm not looking to have, a gazillion-dollar sound system. I just like having tunes in the background. So anyway, that's probably what I'll end up doing there. But in case you're wondering, no, the rest of the wiring in the boat is 100% fine. I recently did some wiring in the boat, so that trolling motor bank is strictly for trolling motor. Trim and starter battery is strictly for trim and starter and whatnot. and then I had another battery for just powering my radio and my fish finder. And thankfully, the fish finder stopped working properly, which is how I knew that somewhere, somehow, some wires got crossed or something happened with the radio. I don't know. I haven't gone in, like I said. I can't imagine that wires got crossed. When I did all the wiring, I made sure to use shrink covers or shrink wrap stuff on the wires. I'm pretty meticulous about that kind of thing. So I doubt that was what happened. My guess is the radio itself shorted out. Anyway, so yeah, there's that, right? You know, hey, woohoo. So once I got the radio fully disconnected, and I did, I powered up using the wiring for the fish finder, and it's still functioning just fine. There's no issues there. Again, the only wires that were messed up were the actual stereo wires. Actually just the ground on the stereo, it looked like. I didn't rip it all the way out or anything, but I'll get into it more, and I'll update you guys at a later date when I do actually figure it out or look at it and find out what's going on. So anyway, that was my week, and I don't know if you could still see it or not, but that's the smash on the finger. It actually cut down really quite deep, but I was pretty lucky in this one. The gash that was there healed really quite quickly. I don't understand why. I used a Band-Aid, one of those elasticy ones, and put it on quite tight to hold it together, because I'm already going to have enough doctor's bills. So and it held, and I had it on there for 2 or 3 days, and I noticed that it was starting to, fuse back together. So I was good with that. And now it's 3 days later, 3.5 days later. It's fused together. It looks like I just took off a little pinch of skin at this point. So I've got no big complaints. I can't bend it more than that right now, but that's due to swelling. Each day I can bend it a little bit more. So again, no complaints. So yeah, that's the story. We're gonna go ahead and cut in that footage now, and if you care, you'll get an idea of some of the wind, but that wasn't even the bad gusts. That wasn't even remotely close to the bad times. I was out for another 2 hours after that. Oh yeah, that was the part that hurt the most. I lost all that footage. So, in case you haven't figured out, I'm coming to you on a new action cam. It is not a GoPro. It is a V.A.A-Vroom, I think is how you pronounce it. I'm not positive on that. Anyhow, if anybody wants to know, I'll put a link down in the description, I think. Still learning this part. And anyway, I can't say what'll happen for anybody else, but I bought this action cam thinking it was only going to be the one, and what do you know? These wonderful people decided they're going to send me a second one. And good luck begins. For everything bad, I guess something good does come along. So I'm going to call this a wrap, and stay tuned for the really poor quality only video I have of the day. and I'm pretty sure I already cut the sound out because I don't know, maybe I didn't. But it's bad, and I had never edited anything even remotely like it. I had to do colors and saturations and all kinds of stuff because it was pretty much, if you've ever looked at one of them old pictures, you get a picture from like 1970 and it's like red. That's kind of how this camera's video looks, but I don't want to take all that away. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys judge for yourself, and who knows, maybe I'll post up original and edited, and you guys can tell me how good I did at editing or how horrible I did. I think I did alright. I do. And I think I'll get the hang of it as time goes on. I don't know near enough functions currently for this software, but I'll get there. I'll get there. So bear with me, and hopefully you'll enjoy the video. Peace.